Hello, I'm Andy, and here's a program called Your Health in 2020. And this is for you coming from us. Now, before we begin, I'm going to show you my email address. Send me an email if you would like to have a 90-minute session with me, 90 minutes. And that will cover your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. And that's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and look at your palms. Palms are very important. And I'll give you some spectacular news about how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, how to make yourself lucky in formulating lottery numbers. I'll teach you that and give you many other information as well. Now, regarding your health in 2020, you coming from Taurus, if you're a lady listening to me, be careful of your gynecological areas. They are going to be very disturbed, the ovaries or the womb and the breasts. Because the planets who control 2020 are the planets that turn against you. And when they turn against you, they may even irritate and trouble your best planets around. So it's a calendar year 2020 where the unexpected health issues may be surprising you. And so I'm going to give you a list for all that. This 2020 calendar year has a group of planets which are all turning against you. And so you will have sometimes a 40% issue of bad luck in health areas. Sometimes it may go to 50%. Sometimes it'll come down to 35%. It all depends on your age, which I don't know. And so I'll give you a general reading now about your health in 2020. So firstly, if you're a lady listening to me, your gynecological areas need to be checked in 2020 because unexpected news may come, unexpected difficulties may show. And for both men and women, and if you're a man listening to me, then go blood test your prostate gland because all the glands are going to be attacked in 2020. And you have another gland called the pancreas, which manufactures digestive juices for use and also manufactures insulin for you. That also may be under trouble and pressure. And your other gland is the thyroid gland, which I would like you to blood test as well. Now the bladder and now the bowels are shown to be easily troubled in 2020. So regarding the bladder, make sure you drink your 8 glasses of water. And if the area where the bladder is in your body, if that tends to hurt that area, see a doctor. They may have to ultrasound your bladder to see if there are stones in the bladder or things like that. And also your bowels are going to be very irritable, even more irritable in 2020. So what you eat may suddenly lead you to many trips to the toilet, or sometimes it will be opposite to constipation. So all that is going to be a worry for you in your digestive areas. And I worry about your spinal issues. Firstly, the neck area. That area could be trouble for you. The spine of your neck area is all compressing and bringing very low energy to your shoulders and to your neck itself and to your arms and your hands and your fingers. And you will have another area which you will have to be careful about even more, which will be the lower spinal area. And that area is also going to be very much compressed by the vertebrae. And so the nerves going down, the nerves are called sciatic nerves. They are going to be pinched very, very badly as well. This is a general reading, by the way. It's a reading for everybody born in the period of Taurus. So unless I have your full date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I won't be able to be specific. But let's go on. I'm also worried that in 2020, some issue regarding your arteries and your heart are also mentioned. Could it be from high cholesterol that your arteries are being clogged and the plaque is getting too much and blood cannot go through to your heart easily and your heart will have to work overtime? Could it be that? Or could it be just any issues which may be other than that, which I've mentioned? So maybe remember that if you have a pain on that side of the heart, go to a doctor. And now about blood pressure. Your blood pressure in 2020 is going to be very strange, sometimes very low, sometimes very high. So what you need to do is to go to a clinic for 7 continuous days, and they will show you there how to, in the 7 continuous days, come at the same time and before eating a meal, and they'll take your blood pressure, and it will show in the 7 continuous days how your blood pressure will be in 2020. Now, I'm also concerned that some allergies are going to come about. So you may have allergies to the bowels, which means irritable bowel syndrome. It could be to your skin. It could be to your digestion area. It all depends on the date that you are born. whether these allergies are going to be a lot or whether the allergies are going to be minimal or perhaps not even allergies. So the age is very important in a horoscope that I'll make for you. But the calendar year 2020 also warns that you may have other allergies like skin and other allergies like troubling your eyes, and of course, breathing allergies as well. So the allergies are going to find to be busy with you. You could be a candidate for appendicitis in 2020 because the planets who control 2020 are the planets of unexpected badness. So unexpectedly, your area of appendicitis may just appear. So if you have a sharp pain that side, be very careful. And I'm also going to show that your uric acid is going to be very high. That's why in 2020, the areas of knees and the areas of ankles, they may be troubling you. It could be gout. It could be gout where uric acid is very high. So a blood test will do that. So all these areas that I mentioned in a general way may be easily seen to be seen in 2020. Remember that 2020, the planets are famous for bringing unexpected and sudden attacks in all areas of your life, including the health. So you need to slow down because you have a horoscope that is very daring. And when you are angry, you'll drive fast. So in 2020, the element of accidents is very much seen. So don't be angry while you're driving. Calm down first. And of course, I will teach you how to overcome all these things, your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky days and your lucky directions, on and on. And most importantly, I will read your palms very carefully because the health lines there, sometimes called the lifeline, will show at what age and what kind of health issue and all kinds of information how to overcome it as well. So many things from the palms will also be seen. And that's why a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD 50, would be very important for you for 2020, not only for your health, but every other area I will cover in the 90 minutes. I will tackle your next 8 or 9 years, talk to you about what can happen health-wise, business-wise, job-wise, financial-wise, area of romance, area of marriage, area of family, the whole lot I will cover. Most importantly, I will show you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, how to reach it. People who become super rich, super famous, super well-known, super adored, everything super, they have managed to contact that super energy within them, sometimes called the soul, sometimes called the guide. And when you reach that, then there's nothing to stop you to be better than the rest, basically. Now, coming back to health, there's one other area I would like you to check in 2020. That is your level of sugar, level of blood sugar, the level of sugar in your blood. And so that could be a problem with diabetes. So you need to blood test your pancreas to check for diabetes as well. So all the planets which are being attacked by the gang of planets led by Uranus, these are the areas which I worry for you the most. And we will be able to tackle all this as long as you know that ahead. What I do is early detection. And when I detect this early and you go and check up, it'll be at a very, very low minimal scale and can't be threatening you too much. So that's what I do. So these are the areas which I worry about that I mentioned for you. And if I may add, one more area is your lungs. So there's going to be some coughs and colds more than normal and some disturbances of the lungs. So you see a doctor about that because there's a lot of respiratory problem going on in many, many countries now. So look into your lung areas as well. Well, I would like to look at your palms one day. And based on your palms, I'll be able to be very, very accurate about your health areas. In the meantime, this is the information I can give you. And so try to send me that email, which I've shown you, my email address. And let's get down to this wonderful 90-minute session to help you in all areas of your life. I wish you a good 2020 and take care of yourself. Thank you and goodbye.